With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Burrow on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way, and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it could turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On second down, Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the 24.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
43-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second down, here's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
The extra point.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Now, Dion Lewis to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Giants 0.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Jones pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jones to throw on third down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that sack.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. waiting from the gun. Jones. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Get that quarterback in.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return, it's Tate. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
5-yard gain on the play.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here, Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's Jones, throwing on third and long. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. So second and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Saquon Barkley.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones now on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there on third down.
First down, New York.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 41. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Giants.
Let's go. 79.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Complete to
Golden Tate. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Once again, they run with Nixon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
But sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Bengals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry for Barkley. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down at 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
It was Ryan Glasgow who got him down.
17-yard line.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
The score, Bengals 13.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bengals, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.